Welcome to Kate's Holistic Healing. My name is Kate Bletcher, and I am your host today. I'm very thrilled to have back Edwin Canas.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Edwin is a spectacular medical masseuse. He was recommended to me by my neurologist, and he's recommended by many doctors. And he's been on the show before, but just to give the audience an idea, what's the difference between what you do and what someone would do at a spa? Like, you know, you put a robe on and...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the difference would basically be, the kind of therapy I do is high-level therapy versus a spa treatment is a little bit more elementary in terms of education.
I'm with Edwin Canas and our two volunteers, Stephanie and Michelle, and he's going to lead us through some exercises. So if you're home, I'd like you to please stand up, and these are simple exercises. So
okay, so these exercises are very simple but effective, so try to follow along. We're going to start with rocking. So we're going to rock forward and backwards. We're going to rock towards the toes and back to the heels, back to the toes, back to the heels, and start noticing how when the body is at your heels, the back portion of your body gets tense. When you rock toward the front part of your body gets tense. And try to make the motion smaller and smaller and smaller. So you're getting a little bit closer toward the center line. When your body is in the center line, it's at ease, comfort, and in a relaxed state. So you're not actually wasting any energy. From here, we're going to go simply up and down, keeping the alignment. So the shoulders are relaxed, the chin is tucked in, and we're just simply bending the knees up and down. We're educating your body to be in the center line, so you are in balance at all times, ideally.
So is this helping mostly our thighs?
It's actually not only working your legs, it's actually trying to program your body to be center in alignment. So a lot of times what people do is when they do this exercise, their pelvis go forward. The pelvis should go straight down.
I see.
So most people, when they start doing this, they will do this. The pelvis will go forward.
Right,
so
but you showed us by rocking.
Right, that you should stay in the center. So the center line is actually right here where the perineum is. Mm-hmm. It falls right in between your feet, and that's my center. And through my crown also. So my crown is suspended, and I'm just simply sinking down and up, down and up. From here, we're going to swing the arms from side to side, and we're going to use the hips to propel the arms.
Wow. I certainly haven't stretched much. Stephanie, do you work out much?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Awesome.
Yes. And Michelle, do you work out often?
Not that often, but it feels great.
Yeah, so this will help loosen up tight muscles, especially in the lower back.
Why does it feel so good?
It helps lubricate the joints because movement, when we move, we feel alive. So it's very, very important to keep things moving. Stagnation equals disease.
Right. So Stephanie, do you feel alive?
Absolutely. So the more you do it, the better and better you start loosening up. It's like squeezing a towel. You're wringing all the junk out of it, out of your spine.
Oh, that's a good visualization.
Now from here, we're going to do a figure A with your hips from side to side. And you're going to use the hips to propel the hands.
That's very hard motion.
It's a little bit hard.
Do it a little slower. Start it again.
So you do a figure A, make a circle. Now you do the other circle here.
Okay.
So it's a little bit tricky.
It is.
So try to do it nice and slow. And the key is moving the hips. Oh. So you can also put your hands by your side. and make circles with your hips. A figure A. Figure A.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you guys finding this hard to balance?
I am.
So it works coordination, and other things as well. Now from here, we're gonna simply swing the arms up and down.
So if you're at home in a wheelchair, please.
Just move your hands.
Join
That's all
right
you have
in.
to do. This will help lubricate the joints, so will help you with shoulder problems.
Okay.
As we get older, we move less and less. Everything gets stiff. But if we keep moving, just these simple movements will make a drastic difference.
Boy, my shoulders dislocate frequently, and this is making them feel better, and I'm surprised.
Good. And just, as always, just respect your limitations. Listen to your body. If you feel in pain, then don't go as high. Go a little bit lower.
Right.
So it's nice and gentle movements. Same thing, I'm using the hips to propel my hands. And the movement actually initiates from my feet. From my feet to my knee, to my hips, to my shoulders, to my hands. Okay, now,
You make these look very easy.
well, I practice what I preach. So I want to stay young and I want to have a long life.
Yes.
So I do what I preach, basically.
Mm.
Let's hold the ball. The elbows are slightly down. And we're going to move the hips to move the ball. Nice and slow.
Wow.
So we're working. Also, if you can, try to sink a little bit. So now, not only are you working your articulation of your spine, but you're also working your leg power. So you sink a little bit.
And does it make a difference the speed?
No, actually, slower is better. So you can do the movement with more control and more awareness. Once you learn the exercise correctly, you can increase the speed. A variation would be cross your hands. And now we're going to simply swing the hips to propel the elbows. So you move the hips and the elbows move along.
I find this easier.
Yes. So you choose the one you like and you follow along. Yes. Certain exercises are more complicated for certain people, others not.
They don't have to be complicated to work, right?
They don't have to, and also it's your first time doing them, so obviously by the third, fourth time you do them, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
And we're also trying to work on the alignment. So the center line, keeping the center line intact, so we don't deviate from the center line of the body.
Wow.
Okay, from here, we're going to swing, make circles with your hips. Make circles with your hips. Other way.
Okay, everybody at home, I hope you're turning.
Yes, you need to loosen up the hips. From here, we're gonna bow and stretch back a little bit, nice and gently. Bow at the hips, stretch back. Bow at the hips, and back. Now we're going to clap forward and backward. Notice as you clap back, notice the restriction and the tension in the back of your scapula.
Oh, yeah.
So the more you do this, some people are not able to clap all the way back because they have so much tension accumulated in the back.
Really?
So doing this will keep your joints nice and loose.
Will it also, what will it do for the flab you get under your arm when you wave?
Well, in terms of building muscle, it's not going to build that much muscle.
No.
This particular exercise is not going to build that much muscle, but it's mostly a tension relief.
Got it.
Okay, now from here, we were talking about the fascia early, so this is a great exercise to stretch the fascia, the connective tissue. Most of the time we are working, facing forward, and very little mobility going back. So just take it nice and slow and gently and respect your limitations. We're going to go up, circle around, hands back, sink, go up, circle around, hands back, sit, again. Now
Wow.
we're going to interlace our fingers behind our backs, and we're going to bend forward and stretch. And keep breathing and relax.
Feels good on the shoulders.
Feels really good. It's a great shoulder release.
And legs, yeah.
And the key is your breath. Now sink and roll up. Take a few deep breaths in. Inhale, exhale, and let's do it one more time. Breathe.
You're so limber. You can get your head towards your back.
Yes. Don't hold your breath. When the connected tissue is nice and loose, and you can rise up, you have more flexibility, more range of motion, more breath, more life. So that would be the first segment of the exercises, and then we're going to go on to the table exercises.
Excellent. So we will now be taking a short break, and we will be back with you in just a moment. At this point, Edwin Canas is going to put our wonderful volunteer Michelle on the table and show her exercises and different modalities he does to help the body heal and stay healthy.
The knees, hips apart, and you're going to arc your head and your tailbone towards the ceiling. So arc all the way back. And now reverse it and slowly tuck your pelvis and your head towards each other. And actually, for now, okay, that's fine. Just do the child pose to relax a little bit.
And if you're at home, you should try to follow these along. Try to follow along.
Okay, now come back to the neutral position. And now what we're going to do is we're going to arc the back of the head and the tailbone towards the ceiling. Keep it in this position. And now you're going to reverse it, tuck the tailbone and your head towards each other. And stay there. And just take a minute and reverse it.
And what
Head
is
and
this
tail.
doing? Just
This
a
helps
stretching?
articulate the joints in the spine.
Oh, okay.
A lot of times it gets stuck because
Yeah.
of tension. So by articulating back and forward, you're opening the chest, and here you're opening the back.
I see.
So we'll do that a few more times. And stretch.
Boy, you keep going back further each time.
Okay, and come back to the neutral position. And again, tuck the tail and the head towards each other
Wait.
without going back. So keep the hips here, and just simply do an anterior tilt at the pelvis this way, and tuck the head down And now reversing, this goes up, the tailbone goes up also, articulating the spine. From here, come back to the neutral position, and we're gonna wag the tail. So
Oh,
side to side, yes. Usually we don't do any of these movements. This will be very good to release the lower back.
Just popped.
Yes, exactly. So
Huh.
wagging the tail from side to side, nice and slow. Exactly, keep doing it, really nice.
so
Helps articulate.
is popping good?
Popping is very good. That means the vertebra just fell into place. It was a little bit misaligned,
Huh.
and now it just fell into the correct alignment. So it's
Wow.
very good.
Look at that, Michelle.
So when you do these exercises, you're gonna feel a lot of popping. That means
Yeah.
things are loosening up in the body, and now the bone is gonna be in the right place.
Yes.
Okay, from here, you're going to go into child pose. So bring your pelvis towards your heels and stretch. Take a few deep breaths in, breathe into your kidneys. And exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Few more times. Now, when you're in this position, just be mindful of yourself. Listen to your body. What are you feeling that is tight? Are you feeling your sciatic area tight, your lumbar area? Just focus on the area. Bring breath into the area. When you bring breath into the area, it creates space, and it helps loosen up the muscles. So it's very important to breathe into the affected area that has pain or tension to bring blood and oxygen to the area. Now, from here, we're also going to wag the tail very gently from side to side. And you're going to feel that there is little pulse in there, little pains. Is the connective tissue that's really tight. So by wagging the tail,
Well, because Michelle, you had hip surgery, right?
Yes.
You had surgery on both your hips.
Yes.
So to be able to move them like this is pretty impressive.
absolutely. Inhale, exhale, relax your lower back, your pelvis. Again, take a deep breath in. Totally and completely relax your lower back and your sciatic area. Great. Now we're going to transition into the next exercises, so you can come up slowly.
Right.
Now the feet should be hips apart, and we're going to do pelvic tilt. So we're going to tilt the pelvis forward. Actually, that's backwards, but then forward, perfect.
Okay.
And keep it there, and then backwards.
So these are
Nice.
pelvic tilts, which if any of you have ever had bad backs, you
And keep
may have
doing
been
it, just
taught
nice
that.
and slow. The pelvic tilts are very good to bring awareness into the area and to help loosen up the vertebra, the tight muscles in the area.
Actually feels wonderful.
It's really good. If you do them, like I said, these are simple and very, very effective. People think, oh, I have to go to the gym and exercise with machines. That actually might even make you even tighter. But these exercises is not going to make you feel tighter. It's
But
going
they'll
to
make
make
you
you feel good, and it's going to really elongate your life. So keep doing pelvic tilts up. Hold it for a second. And then down. Again, up. And flex it with 10% of your strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Complete release. And now back tilt. And flex. 10% of your strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Totally and completely relax the hips. Just take a minute. Now we're going to go into the second exercise, which would be opening the hips. So you're going to let the knee fall on a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring it back, count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more time, nice and slow. Now, as you're doing this, you're paying attention to your inner self. Are you feeling the movement is nice and smooth, or do you feel that it's a little bit jerky? That gives you feedback. So if it's jerky, means things are tight, there is restriction. If the movement is nice and smooth, it means things are nice and lubricated and are nice and loose.
And how does it feel?
This feels loose.
Good.
It feels relaxed, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would compare it to the other side.
Yeah, we'll do the other side in a minute.
Nice.
So you can do it 3 times on one side, 3 times on the other, so same thing.
But you
Re-
do have to be mindful of how
It's-
slow you do it.
Absolutely, awareness is the key. You must be aware while doing the exercises. You must be present. Otherwise, you're just doing exercise like everybody else, and you are most likely to have an injury because you're not aware, you're not paying attention. But when you do the exercise nice and slow, with awareness, you're reducing the risk of injury and enhancing the overall exercise.
But why, when you go to gym, you see all these men like lifting all these weights and grunting and
Because people are interested in their ego. It gives them instantaneous gratification. They feel, oh, I have big muscles, and it gives them a boost, an ego boost.
yeah, I guess.
So it's different. It's a different mentality.
Yeah.
This one, I felt pain.
You
under
feel the
here.
restriction.
Yeah.
So that's
definitely.
very, very good. So you
Very
continue to do this, and as you do this, just take it to the place where you feel a little bit of pain,
Oh, yeah?
a little bit of discomfort, nice and slow. Tell me when you feel the pain.
Like right there.
Okay, so hold it there. Now I'm gonna just add a little bit of compression onto your hips. And you're just gonna relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax.
That feels
And
wonderful.
it felt like it released, like it
That
went,
felt
it
wonderful?
went
Yeah.
a few inches more further down already.
Okay.
And now bring it back.
Oh, that felt good.
Very good. Now we're going to do articulating bridge. So the articulating bridge is you're going to press the heels towards the floor, and you're going to bring the pelvis up towards the ceiling. You're going to try to hold the position in the plank position for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soften your chest and start bringing the upper portion of your spine down slowly. And lastly, loose your sacrum, and lastly, your coccyx. You have a tailbone at the end of the
Right.
sacrum. So you must articulate even that little
Wow,
joint
even
there.
that small down.
Even
yeah.
that little joint, so it's you have to be very mindful to do that. Again,
Okay.
heels press onto the floor. Now the key is try to keep this up while you're releasing these vertebrae up here,
Okay.
bone by bone. So it takes a little bit of effort. And start releasing from here, and breathe. Keep this high, keep this high. The lumbar area, the sacrum, and lastly, you release the coccyx. This exercise is not easy. It will strengthen your hamstrings,
Feels good.
your butt, your core. It's
Oh,
a
really?
great exercise to release and strengthen.
And this is called an isometric exercise, or not so much, because she's moving.
Yeah, well, she's moving. Yeah, this one is not so much of an isometric because she's actually moving. The
Right.
isometric would be the one where you actually are not moving at all. So this is an isometric exercise. Would be I press against my hand and I'm not able to move it anywhere. This is an isometric exercise, and it's, now I'm releasing my scapula, and now I move, and I can do this a few times. So I press against my other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. I move, and every time I
Huh,
I
that's
do
a
that,
real
it
exercise.
goes a little bit more. So you press
Yeah.
against something, you don't allow it to move, and you get some relief. And
Huh.
yes.
Very nice.
Now
Wow.
let's do it one more time.
Okay.
Heels towards the floor. Hold the position. Keep the hips high. Soften the chest. Try to bring vertebra by vertebra down from the thoracic, the lumbar area, and lastly, your sacrum and the coccyx. Great. Now you're going to swing the knees from side to side, nice and gently. Just let them fall naturally, mindfully, nice and slow, to the other side.
This is really remarkable because, if you don't mind my saying, Michelle, a good friend, does have a couple of physical problems.
Issues.
Issues. And
Absolutely.
that she's able to move this easily.
Absolutely, and the more she does it, the easier she'll be able to move. So this will address any of her symptoms.
Right. Like, when were you walking with a cane?
Oh, last month,
Oh, wow.
yesterday.
Awesome.
Yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you continue doing these exercises, you're gonna see drastic changes.
Yeah.
Very good.
I have pain when I do stuff. When I walk or grocery shop, I need a cane by the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So I should really come
You
home
must
and
do a lot
this.
of maintenance. That's the key.
Yeah.
A lot of maintenance.
And you do this 7 days a week, or how many days a week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you could do it even if you do it 3 times a week.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
better
even
than-
once a week, you
better
will
than
notice huge results.
Right.
So the key is to do it, the movement nice and mindful, paying attention to what's going on inside your body, paying attention of where am I feeling pain,
Right.
and right, if you feel pain there, then you can also press the arms on my hand with 10% of your strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. And we'll do that one more time. With 10% of your strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. And now bring it back nice and slow to the other side.
Did that hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt. Ironically, it feels good when it's being done.
Absolutely.
I mean, you would think it would hurt, but it really doesn't.
It hurts good.
Yeah,
There is a
it's a
different,
weird-
you know, when it's hurting in a way that you should stop the exercise, this
Right.
feels actually good.
Like a
Feels-
nice release.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you can press against my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. Awesome. Very good.
Okay. More?
From here, let's actually bring your knees towards your chest, and you're gonna hug your knees. Take a few deep breaths into your kidneys. Inhale, exhale. At this moment, you're listening to your inner self, what's going on inside your body. You're taking a moment to just notice any sensations inside yourself. If you feel pain, breathe into the pain, and exhale, and totally and completely relax. Relax the area through the exhalation. We use the breath as a tool to release pain, tension, discomfort. I enjoy movement, and I enjoy what I do for a living, and I enjoy, learning and helping others. That's what I
tell.
that's
Right.
what I do, and that's what I
Exactly.
enjoy.
Well, if anybody wants to get in touch with Edwin, again, you can go on Kate's Holistic Healing, and his bio and a link to his website is there, and you can contact him.